Well, guys, it's time to work on the old Malibu. Yeah, this one again. Yesterday, my wife was driving it. Now, we've had an oil leak starting up pretty bad here lately, too. And I can't really pinpoint it. I think it's coming from a front seal somewhere. But anyway, she was driving it yesterday coming home and called, told me that it was acting up. So when she got home, you know, I went to drive it a little later to the store and realized it has no power. I thought at first that she meant the transmission issues, which because it feels that way when there's no power going through the motor, but I had to turn around and come back home because it's acting like it's running, but it's blown pretty much. It's sucking air somewhere. Now, I don't know if that's the case. It could be a simple fix. It could just be a vacuum. It could be an injector or something. It could be a plugged catalytic converter. I don't know, but it sounds like it's sucking air when you give it gas. It's like, but it's also not going. It's lost all power. Could be the engine shot. You know, it's got, shoot, I don't even know how many thousand miles are on this thing. It had over 209,000 when we got the car. This sounds killer just sitting here. That was yesterday, and I just took off the airflow sensor and all that. It should be giving me a little bit of a problem right now, to be honest. When you take out your airflow sensor, it should act up. It could be my airflow sensor that went bad. You know what I mean? Maybe we're lucky. It don't sound bad. You can't rev it up out here. Ain't that some stupid shit? Anyway. Actually sounds pretty dang good at the moment. So one thing we need to go ahead and do is get the dirt out of that box. It's a heck of an air blower there, huh? So I couldn't find no carburetor cleaner, but we wiped everything down. I'm just going to see if it does anything bad with it all put back together now. Alright, we're going to take her for a spin. I tell my wife all the time to baby this car because 4-cylinder with 257,000 miles, you need to start being easy on them. But yesterday, like I say, it wouldn't even do the speed limit. Seemed all right when I left the house at first, but right now she's running great right this minute. All right, well, we'll take her for a few miles and I'll update you on the way back. Well, it was running great. I just turned around to come back this way, and now I'm hearing the air leak again. Yeah, and now it's lost power. So I'm not sure. It's probably the mass airflow sensor. Or maybe my catalytic converter is getting plugged up. I don't know. So, yeah, now I can barely get it to go over 30. But I didn't do nothing to it yet, so that's part of the problem. Now, let me get her on home and take it off there. I thought we were gonna get lucky. So, alright guys, I went to Walmart. We got us some cleaner and stuff like that. We got oil for the car, all kinds of stuff. I was thinking about something. I'm gonna clean the whole throttle body, do all that stuff, but I started thinking of something. My light that's on the dash says ESC. I'm into RC cars, so I was thinking like it's electronic speed control or some weird stuff like that. Well, once I looked it up, it is your steering assist control or whatever. Electronic steering control. And I'm thinking, well, okay, it's kind of starting to make a little sense here because first off, I seen one guy had a video where he was low on coolant He changed all these parts and his car still kept doing the same thing. And he noticed it was low on coolant. His dad told him to put some in there just for, not because they thought it would fix it. They just put some in it and it started running right. There's a sensor that shut the motor down to where you wouldn't overheat it or blow it up by running hard, right? So then I realized my light on my dash that tells me when you got a bad tire, low tire, or whatever has been on. And I'm going to show you exactly why real fast. Okay. We got new front tires not too long ago, but this one here don't look bad. I just put the brakes on the front. Both of our back ones have been on there for quite some time and they're still great. The man told us we needed a front end alignment, or told her that when she got these new front tires. And it was a Jake leg type place. I'm not going to mention nowhere. I'm not going to be that kind of person because I don't know with 100% facts. But I know this car was driving straight when it went to get tires. And when he left there, he said it needed an alignment and it ate this tire off. Brand new freaking tire. And it eat it. And there's a big goose egg. It's bald completely over here. Big goose egg. And there's wires sticking out on the back. And I'm going to tell you what. The steering assist light is on. I didn't know this car had steering assist. It kind of keeps you from going off-road a little bit. It kind of just gives you a little nudge if you need it to make sure you're paying attention. I didn't realize that. And with this shimmying tire, off balance, wobbling, low, all that stuff, it could be making this motor slow down. Be like, hey, you don't need to do 60. You got a tire that's going to pop. So I think I'm going to put this tire on the back. We got to obviously go get a tire. But I'm going to rotate the tire. I'm thinking about doing that before I do all the cleaning. Just to see what the odds are. Now, I drove it earlier down the road. As soon as I turned around to come back is when it started again. It's basically going into low power mode and all that stuff. I think we need to check that theory. And then, after the fact, if it fixes it or not, I'm going to clean all the stuff anyway. I even got degreaser so I can clean under the hood, pressure wash it, try to narrow down the actual oil leak, see if it's fixable after this. So, anyway, what's your thoughts on that? And we're going to let you know at the end of this video, is a bad tire capable of putting your car into limp mode, or whatever it's called? I think that's a good one to find out. So, alright, I went ahead and took and put that donut tire on the back, so that they say you're supposed to crisscross your tires when you rotate anyway. So I went and took this one and put over there. This one here, it's worn out too, actually. It's not like that one was. It's got tread, but both front tires have just worn way faster than they should. But this one has completely worn out, as you can tell. The inside of it's already got wires going. I'm telling you, this car was shutting down because this tire was going to blow. I'm thinking, we're going to find out in a minute, is that the case? But look at this, I can't even lean the tire straight. That's how crooked it is. It wants to roll sideways. Like there's no flat ground on it no more. It literally stands up about like that angle. And it's shredded all the way around the inside. And there's a goose egg in it. And that goose egg, we barely can feel it driving, but the car knows. So, again, what we're going to do, before I do all the cleaning of all this stuff, we're going to take it for the same trip I just took a little bit ago. It ran great till I got to the spot where I pulled in to turn around. When I turned around, she fell on her face and did her thing. So, I just kind of want to see if it's a tire before I start other stuff. And even if it is good when I come back, I'm still going to clean all these things. So, this was just to answer that question. Can your tire put your car in limp mode? Or whatever mode that is on this vehicle. Let's find out. I was able to push the button and get the light to go off. This button, I need to take this apart. It's like got something spilt in there. And it's liquid. But for now, that is off. Now, earlier we went for our first ride. Had no issue until we turned to come back. It doesn't feel like that great, to be honest, either. But let's see what lights flash on the dash. It's not running perfect, but it's still running okay. Change oil is always an issue. We need to change service airbag, and it's not doing the ESC thing now. And it did when I first got in until I got that button to go off. Change oil and low washer fluid. So, alright, let's go up here and just turn around and stuff, come back and see what happens. Alright, I stopped filming for a minute because a cop was coming toward me. So, okay, now when I first left the house, I wasn't feeling good about it because, like I said, it was sluggish, but it wasn't going into protect mode. But that cleared out on its own as I drove once it realized that the tire was no longer a threat. I felt the motor pick up the pace, and then now, so far, she's running great. That's why we went a little extra further, a couple extra miles. We'll go up here to this gas station, turn around and go back. But 100% without a doubt, it's running correct now. And when I first pulled out from the house, I didn't disconnect my battery like I should have. So therefore, it didn't reset the computer. I actually had to drive it to let the computer know that it was okay. Even when I go to hit the brakes there, I'm getting this like not a happy brakes. My what do you call it? ABS. Because of the tire on the back, I suppose. But the motor itself, knock on wood, she's running like a dream all of a sudden. That is insane. So, I'm gonna tell you now, my honest opinion, it is an opinion still, I'm not scientifically proven this, but, or mechanically proven it 100%. But I feel like it did go into limp mode from the bad tire. It had wires, it had a bubble a little bit that was shimmying. So it was telling the motor, this is a threat. It put it the traction control and the ESC to doing their job. So I'll tune back in one more time when I get to the house and see if anything changes. Well, alright guys, it is running perfect all of a sudden, but I'm going to tell you what's weird is all I did was rotate and put a donut tire on the back, but it feels like my brakes are wanting to kick back like your ABS does. So, I don't know if that came unplugged in the process or something, but, and it's still got to find this oil leak. But the motor itself is doing good. We're going to clean some stuff up now. We might as well. Well, alright guys, now I got all the stuff cleaned on it. We got the throttle body cleaned. We got the well, dang it, not the oxygen sensor. The whatever, throttle positioning sensor. Mass airflow, that's the one. The mass airflow is now cleaned. And I almost did a burnout when I pulled out of my driveway in the gravel. I was like, whoa. So, oh man, she's running good. Wow, wow. That's what you want to feel. Let's just see if it stays. Again, I don't like pointing at people when I'm driving, so we'll just go right here. Now with that little tire in the back, my brakes are not happy about it. You can see the RPMs are going great. I mean, she's accelerating just fine. We're not trying to win a race or nothing. I'm just trying to drive it normal and seeing if it's good. You know, speed limit's only 45, 50 or whatever. So far, so good though. Service airbag, change oil. Well shit, I just added fresh oil. Why would I want to change it? Oh. If you just keep dumping oil in, you never need oil change. That's the way I look at it. So, I think we'll just turn around right here, and rather than just keep wasting gas, we'll run it and hope for the best. The way it started to clear out earlier made me feel way more confident. Alright, so let's just do this. Well, I was going to do a U-turn. There we go. Booyah. She's running fine, as you can tell. Okay, and that time I wasn't getting on it, but I wasn't being no super gentle or nothing. She's running nice. Thank you, Jesus, that we didn't blow our car up like I was thinking this morning. So, never hurts to clean them things for sure. You just do that as part of your routine tune-ups, whatever you want to call it, but it's always good to do. So I guess we're going to wrap this one up. If I have any problems coming up soon, I will update in the video. But other than needing the alignment and tires now, I think we'll call it good. Oh yeah, she's smooth, smooth. So, alright guys, please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and we will catch you on the next one. Hopefully this helped somebody. Peace.